The freshman's body was found in a grassy area. Authorities believe that she started at the top of that deck. But what's not clear is if she fell, if she jumped, or if she was pushed. Georgia has over 1,000 rescue groups that help animals in need. But Pit Prints recently lost their license due to allegations of missing dogs and missing money. 5 to 15% of sexual offenders are classified as dangerous sexual predators. That means they must wear a GPS ankle bracelet. But the question is this happening soon enough? In fact, Chief Abernathy owned part of the land. He first sold it to his nephew, then 8 days later, his nephew sold it to the county. The chief made $350,000 off of the deal, whereas his nephew made $4 million.
I thought it was really sad.
So it's been a very, very trying, difficult morning for us.
The death of a Kennesaw student is being investigated by authorities. The young woman's body was found at 8 a.m. this morning near the campus parking deck.
Well, at approximately 8 o'clock this morning, there was a report to our campus police department that there seemed to be someone lying in the grass over by the central deck.
The freshman's body was found in a grassy area. Authorities believe that she started at the top of that deck. But what's not clear is if she fell, if she jumped, or if she was pushed.
Now it's a death investigation, which means that they are pursuing all possibilities and all leads.
University officials are trying to get in touch with the victim's family and are not releasing her name. Students and staff have been notified by email of the incident.
Every student is a member of our family, and so anytime a tragedy like this happens, it affects us all.
Jesse Romer rescued this happy pit bull from Fulton County Animal Control. Sugar needed a home, and Jesse was desperate.
All that I was looking to do was get her listed on the internet. I wasn't ever going to place Sugar with someone else, to foster. I wasn't ever going to allow another rescue group to have possession of her.
Amanda Conrad runs Pit Prints, a not-for-profit rescue right here in Metro Atlanta that specializes in the care and adoption of pit bulls. But not everyone likes how she operates.
When you say her name, people clam up.
Liz Henderson is a former Pit Prints volunteer. She filed a complaint with the Georgia Department of Agriculture because Amanda Conrad can't prove whether the dog she paid her to board is still alive.
I paid her $800 over the course of 2 months. And she may have gotten rid of Keita in the first several days. I have no idea.
Amanda Conrad says Keita is still alive, but wouldn't tell us where.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're talking about.
But her answers just have people asking more questions. Georgia has over 1,000 rescue groups that help animals in need. But Pit Prints recently lost their license due to allegations of missing dogs and missing money.
She's keeping all the money for herself. It's not benefiting any dogs. I mean, it just makes the whole thing worse.
Take the story of Sugar. Turns out people are sponsoring the dog on the Pit Prints website. But Jessie Romer says she hasn't seen any money. In fact, she says Amanda Conrad has never seen Sugar. But when we question Amanda in an undercover investigation about the last time she saw Sugar, listen to what she had to say.
When's the last time you saw her?
About a month ago.
Yeah.
So it wasn't ever the intention for Sugar to go to Amanda Conrad or Pit Prints. Sugar's a healthy dog. There's not a whole lot of cost involved in her care living with us. It's just food and heartworm preventative and annual shots.
But Amanda Conrad told us Sugar needed gift cards and expensive dog food designed for senior overweight dogs. Sugar isn't senior or overweight, but 3 of her own dogs are.
But I'm done with the interview.
But pit bull supporters are still concerned about how Miss Conrad is using their donations.
It raises a red flag because I think that reputable rescues that are receiving money need to be very transparent about how that money's being used.
Fortunately, I don't think that we've seen an increase in public safety. Quite the contrary.
Sarah Garrity is talking about the 2006 sex offender law. Since its inception, the Georgia Review Board is supposed to use a scientific method to identify sexual predators before they are released from prison. However, many offenders have slipped through the cracks and are living among citizens.
Wow, that's just amazing.
Meet Mika Banks, a mother of 8, who thought she knew her neighbors. She was wrong.
That's just a little too close.
Her neighbor is Eugene Mickler, convicted of fondling 2 women in Gwinnett County. He was released from jail before the review board could classify him a sexual predator. In fact, law enforcement had no idea where he lived until 5 months ago.
It's kind of scary because we don't know how many more offenders are around here without the bracelet on.
But Mickler is not the only one who slipped through the cracks. The I-Team found at least 2 others. Ron Johnson, who was convicted of aggravated child molestation, and Curtis Trusty, convicted of rape and child molestation. Law enforcement do not know where these men are. 5 to 15% of sexual offenders are classified as dangerous sexual predators. That means they must wear a GPS ankle bracelet. But the question is this happening soon enough? Records show a backlog of over 3,000 cases of unclassified sex offenders. And according to Angie Halt, Sex Offender Review Board Chairman, the public is in danger because sex offenders are not being classified quickly enough.
The board, we need to do a better job of the speed with which we do the evaluations.
Police officers on the firing range must be on target. The citizens of Henry County don't have a problem with, but are not happy about spending millions of tax dollars on a facility and not being told about it.
I think people could accept it more if it was out completely in the open.
Penny, a Henry County taxpayer, is talking about the $4 million price tag attached to 166 acres of land the Henry County Commissioner bought to build a new police training facility. Larry Garcia, a Henry County taxpayer, does not like the idea either.
This is the kind of disgusting behavior that taxpayers, voters are fed up with.
Why are they so mad? Records show Henry County bought the land from the Henry County Police Chief, Russell Abernathy, and his nephew Scott. In fact, Chief Abernathy owned part of the land. He first sold it to his nephew, then 8 days later, his nephew sold it to the county. The chief made $350,000 off of the deal, whereas his nephew made $4 million.
Simply said, it doesn't look good. You have that close relationship of the county employee. You have tax monies being used to purchase land.
Some say spending $4 million on a new training facility is unnecessary because Henry County officers can train for free at this nearby facility in Georgia.
Something like this that's available to every police jurisdiction throughout the whole state for no fee is virtually unheard of.
But Commissioner Holder insists the new training facility will be a good investment of tax dollars in the long run.
I think it definitely will be used in time. And I think in some point in time, we probably will receive a lot of criticism now for the purchase. But I think down the road, some people may look back and say, you know, that was wise to go.